Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Word to World English. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're joining us for the very first time or you've been with us from the beginning, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Smith here, and honestly, I'm in such a good mood today. I had my morning tea, the sun is shining, and we're about to do something really exciting together.
That's right. You know, Smith, this morning I was trying to explain something to my neighbor. She's learning English too, and she looked at me and said, Anna, I don't understand when to say be, when to say been, and when to say being. They all sound the same to me. And I thought, you know what? That is today's episode.
No way! That's such a coincidence. Because literally this week, 3 different people messaged us on our channel asking the exact same question. Be, been, and being. When do I use which one? So today, we're answering that question completely.
And by the end of today's episode, you're going to feel so much more confident. You'll know exactly when to use be, exactly when to use been, and exactly when to use being in real everyday conversations, not just in a textbook, in your actual life.
And here's our little challenge for you right now. Before we even start teaching, drop a comment below and tell us, which one confuses you the most? Is it be, been, or being? Write it in the comments right now. We read every single one.
Yes, we genuinely do read them. And also, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button on Word to World English. It only takes 1 second, and it really helps us reach more learners just like you. Hit subscribe, hit the bell, and let's learn together.
All right, your tea is ready, your notebook is open. Let's get into it. Starting with the basics right now.
Okay, so let's start with the simplest one, the word be. Now, be is what we call the base form of the verb. Think of it like the root, the seed. Everything grows from it.
And here's the thing about be. It's not stuck in time. It doesn't say right now or yesterday or tomorrow. It's open. It floats. It's about ideas, goals, and advice.
Exactly. So the simple formula for be is want to plus be plus adjective or noun. Like this. I want to be confident. I want to be a doctor. I want to be better at English. You're not saying you are those things right now. You're saying this is my direction. This is where I'm going.
Here are some more great examples. She wants to be a teacher. He needs to be more careful. They want to be ready by Friday. See how be connects to something you desire or something you're aiming for?
And be is also huge in advice and instructions. This is so common in daily English. A mother says to her child, be kind. A coach says to a player, be focused. Your best friend says to you, be yourself. These are short, powerful sentences, and they all use be.
I love that. You know, Anna, I remember when I was nervous before a big presentation, my colleague came to me and said, just be calm. You know your stuff. And those words, be calm, they actually helped me.
Oh, that's so relatable. And that's exactly why be is so powerful. It's not about grammar. It's about guidance. It's about support. Real humans use it every day without even thinking about it.
Now here's a little practice for you listeners. Try to finish this sentence out loud. Say it with us. I want to be... Go on, say it. I want to be... What? Fluent in English? Successful? Brave? Happy? Whatever it is for you, say it out loud right now. And the negative form is simple too. I don't want to be late. Try not to be too hard on yourself. He doesn't want to be rude. You just add not after be or use don't want to be. Easy, right? One last thing about be before we move on. It also appears in passive sentences, like the letter needs to be signed, or this rule needs to be followed. But don't worry about that just yet. For now, remember, be equals goals, advice, and instructions. Quick summary. Be is the base form. It's used for dreams, wishes, advice, and instructions. It's not about a specific time. It's about direction. And it's everywhere in daily English conversation. Beautiful. right?
Okay, now let's talk about been. And I know this one makes a lot of people nervous. I've seen it in our comments so many times. And I never know when to use been. But honestly, once you understand the feeling behind it, you'll never forget it. Been is all about the past connecting to the right now. It tells a story that started before and is still relevant at this moment. Think of it like a bridge between then and now. And here's the most important rule. Been never stands alone. It always needs a helper, either have or has. So the structure is have or has plus been plus past participle or adjective. For example, I have been tired all day. She has been sick since Monday. We have been friends for 10 years. Let me give you some really natural, real-life examples. Imagine you come home from work and you're exhausted. You don't say, I am tired since morning. You say, I've been tired since this morning. That been tells your partner, this didn't just start. It's been going on. Oh, that's such a good example. Or how about you're talking to a friend and they ask, why haven't you called? And you say, sorry, I've been really busy lately. That sentence explains a period of time, not just one moment. Another super common use of been is talking about experiences, things you've done in your life. I've been to Paris. She's been on an airplane before. Have you ever been to a live concert? Here, been means I experienced this at some point in my life, and I'm sharing that experience now. Ooh, that's my favorite use. Listeners, here's a little challenge for you. Think about one place you visited in your life, maybe a city, a country, a restaurant. Now make a sentence. I have been to. Write that sentence in the comments below. We would absolutely love to read where you've been. Now, formal versus informal. In formal writing, you'd say, I have been working here for 5 years. In informal conversation, especially speaking, you'd shorten it to, I've been working here for 5 years. Both are correct. Spoken English almost always uses the short form. Here are 3 quick tips to remember been forever. First, always pair been with have or has. Never leave it alone. Second, been usually describes a period of time, not a single moment. Third,
here are 3 quick tips to remember been forever. First, always pair been with have or has. Never leave it alone. Second, been usually describes a period of time, not a single moment. Third, if you're talking about life experience, been is almost always your friend.
And a quick practice. Say this sentence out loud right now, wherever you are. I have been learning English for a while. Say it again. I've been learning English for a while. Feel that? That sentence has history. It has effort. And it's completely natural English. So, to review, been bridges the past and the present. It needs have or has. It's perfect for describing life experiences, ongoing situations, and feelings that stretch across time. You've got this.
And now for the third word, being. And this one, I think, is actually the most interesting one, because being is about right now, this moment, what's happening as we speak.
Yes! Being is present and active. The structure is am, is, are, plus being, plus adjective. And what's really cool about being is that it often describes temporary behavior, something that can change.
For example, if I say to you, you're being very quiet today, I'm not saying you're always quiet. I'm saying right now, in this moment, you are quiet. And maybe tomorrow you'll be loud and funny. But right now, quiet. You see the difference?
That's so important. You are quiet sounds like your personality, like that's just who you are. But you are being quiet sounds like a choice. Like right now in this situation, you're choosing to be quiet. Big difference.
Let me give you a really everyday scenario. Imagine a couple cooking dinner together. One person says, "Why are you being so serious tonight?" That doesn't mean the person is always serious. It means tonight feels different. Tonight, something is off. Being notices that change.
And being is great for describing good behavior, too. She's being so helpful today. The kids are being really good. My boss is being extra kind this week. These are all temporary observations, things that could be different tomorrow.
Now, here's something really useful. Being can also make your language softer and more polite. Compare these two sentences. You are rude. That's harsh. That's like a label. But you are being rude? That's a comment on this moment. It leaves room for the person to change. It doesn't define them forever.
That's emotional intelligence in grammar. And I love that. It really shows how English grammar isn't just rules. It's about how we treat people with our words.
Okay, let's do a quick mini practice together. I'll say a sentence, and you, yes, you listening, decide if it sounds like permanent personality or temporary behavior. Ready? Smith, you're being really funny today.
Oh, that's temporary. Today tells us it's right now, not always. And honestly, some days I'm funnier than others.
Good. Now, what about she is being patient with the students?
Temporary. She's choosing patience in this.
Good. Now, what about she is being patient with the students? Temporary. She's choosing patience in this moment. And finally, you're being too hard on yourself. Oh, this one's so important. It means right now you're judging yourself harshly, but you can stop. You can change. Being gives you that room.
Listeners, try saying one of these sentences out loud right now. Think of someone in your life and say, they are being, or I'm being, or you're being. It feels so natural once you try it. Speak it out loud. No one's judging. So the structure review: am, is, are, plus being, plus adjective. Use being for right now, for temporary behavior, for moments that can change. It's human, it's warm, and it's everywhere in real conversation.
Okay, confession time. When I was first learning advanced English grammar, I made so many mistakes with these 3 words. So many. And I want to be honest with you about that, because making mistakes is normal, and fixing them is how you grow.
Same here. I used to say things that were just not quite right. And you know what? People still understood me. But once I fixed these mistakes, my English suddenly sounded so much more natural.
So let's look at 4 very common mistakes, and let's fix them together, gently.
Mistake number 1, saying, I am been tired. You might hear this from learners who are thinking about have been, but accidentally drop the have. The correct version is I have been tired, or I've been tired. Never I am been. Remember, been always needs have or has. It never works with am, is, or are.
Why is it wrong? Because am is present tense, but been belongs to perfect tense. They're from 2 different time families. You wouldn't mix 2 different spices that clash. Same idea here.
Mistake number 2, I am be careful. Oh, this one is very common. People want to say they're trying to be careful, and they mix am with be. But the correct version is simply be careful, or I'm trying to be careful. Be in commands and advice stands alone. You don't need am in front of it.
That's such a good one. And here's a funny one. Mistake number 3. People sometimes say, she is being beautiful today. Now, beautiful is a physical characteristic. It's not really temporary behavior, so we don't use being here. We say, she looks beautiful today, or she is beautiful. Being is for behavior, not appearance.
Yes. Imagine saying to someone, you're being tall today. That doesn't make sense. You can't choose to be tall. Being is for choices and behaviors, things that can change.
And mistake number 4, forgetting to use been at all. Some learners say, I live here for 5 years, But the correct version is I have lived here for 5 years. Or you can say I've been living here for 5 years. When you have a period of time. And mistake number 4, forgetting to use been at all. Some learners say I live here for 5 years. But the correct version is I have lived here for 5 years. Or you can say I've been living here for 5 years. When you have a period of time that stretches from the past to now, you need that perfect tense structure.
Listeners, here's a little practice. I'll say the wrong version, and you correct it in your head, or even say it out loud. Ready?
I am been very busy this week.
What's the correct version?
I have been very busy this week. Great job!
And remember, every mistake you make is proof that you're trying. Don't hide from mistakes. Don't go silent because you're scared. The people who improve fastest in English are the ones who speak, make mistakes, correct themselves, and keep going.
Exactly. Mistakes are not embarrassing. They're evidence of effort. And at Word to World English, we celebrate effort every single day. Keep going, keep speaking, keep learning.
All right, we're almost at the end, but we can't leave without doing our favorite part, practice. This is called Choose the Correct Sentence. I'll give you 2 options, and you pick the right one. Say your answer out loud.
And don't just think it, actually say it. Because speaking it, even alone, makes a huge difference for your brain. Your mouth needs practice, not just your eyes. Situation 1. You want to tell your friend about your dream job. Which is better? Option A, I want to be a journalist. Option B, I want being a journalist. Think about it. Option A is correct. I want to be. B follows want to. Situation 2, you're explaining why you haven't replied to messages. Which is better? Option A, I am been really busy. Option B, I have been really busy. Option B, always have been, never am been. Been needs have or has. Situation 3, your friend is acting differently today. Which is better? Option A, you are being strange today. Option B, you are be strange today. Option A is correct. You are being. Present tense helper are plus being. Situation 4, you want to give advice to someone who's nervous. Which is better? Option A, being brave. Option B, be brave. Option B, be brave is an instruction. Simple, clean, powerful. Situation 5, you want to share a life experience. Which is better? Option A, I've been to Japan. Option B, I have been to Japan. Option B, always, have been for life experiences. Now here's your real challenge, listeners. Don't just use our sentences. Create your own. Take one of these 3 words, be, been, or being, and write an original sentence about your own life. Then drop it in the comments. We will read it, we will respond, and we will celebrate it with you. Because your sentence, made from your own life, in your own words, that's real English. That's the English that lasts. Perfect English doesn't exist. Natural English does. Confident English does. And you're building that right now, with every sentence you speak. Wow, what an episode. I'm honestly so proud of every single one of you who stayed with us until the end. That tells me you're serious, you're committed, and that commitment is going to pay off.
Let's quickly recap what we covered today. Number 1, be. It's the base form. Use it for goals, advice, dreams, and instructions. I want to be fluent. Be kind. Be yourself. It's open, it's timeless, it's powerful. Number 2, been. It's the past participle. It always needs have or has. Use it for experiences and situations that stretch from the past to now. I've been tired. I've been to Dubai. She has been working hard. Number 3, being. It's the present participle. Use it with am, is, or are. It describes temporary behavior happening right now. You're being so kind today. I'm being honest. He's being difficult.
And the beautiful thing is, these 3 words tell a complete story of a person's life. What you want to be, what you've been through, and how you're being right now. That's the whole human experience, right there in 3 tiny words. Here's a reflective question for you to think about. And honestly, write this in the comments because we would love to read your answers. If someone asked you, what do you want to be? What have you been through? And how are you being right now? What would you say? Think about it. That question uses all 3 words. And your answer? That's your story in English. If this episode helped you today, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who's learning English. Leave us a comment. And most importantly, subscribe to Word to World English so you never miss an episode. We put so much love into every single one of these, and it means the world to us when you're here. You are doing something really special every time you choose to learn. English isn't your first language, and yet here you are, showing up, listening, practicing, trying. That takes real courage, and we see that courage in you. Thank you so much for spending this time with us at Word to World English. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, every sentence you say brings you one step closer to the confidence you deserve. We'll see you next time.